1, 2, 3, come on!
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shiko. If it's your first time here, you're very much welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. On today's video, I am going to be showing you guys the only tools, the only makeup brushes that you need to achieve a full makeup look. And actually, they are the 5 brushes that I have used to achieve this simple, awesome, flawless beat. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that you guys are gonna enjoy this video and that you're going to learn something. So if you wanna see how I achieve this look using 5 brushes, keep on watching. Primer, you don't really need a brush to apply. You can use your hands and just massage it to your skin with your fingers. And primers are very important because they give you a smooth surface, so that now blending your makeup will be much easier, because they fill in the pores. Others reduce shine and make your makeup last longer. So for the first brush, we are going to use a spoolie brush, and this one is double-sided, so it has this side called a spoolie and it has an angled brush on the other side. It's double-sided, and this brush is very important in doing eyebrows. It helps you achieve very nice defined eyebrows. This brush is also helpful when you're trimming your eyebrows or threading them, because it will show you, when you brush them, it's going to show you the overgrown hairs that you have, and you can be able to pluck them out. So once you use it to brush your eyebrows, you can see the difference between this brow that I have not brushed and this brow that I have brushed. It helps to have the eyebrow hairs going to one direction, which even makes it easier when filling in the eyebrows. I'm going to be using my Davis No. 3 eyebrow pencil, which is what I normally use for my eyebrows. First, brush the eyebrow hairs. So you can see before I brush the eyebrows, they are not so natural. You can see there is a line here, and they are not looking so natural. So we are going to use the spoolie brush to brush the eyebrow so that it looks more natural. Especially at this front part, you want to really brush the eyebrow so that you can get a faded effect, and the eyebrow can look more realistic. You can see the difference. Even before I do the other one, you can see the difference between the two. So the spoolie brush is very important in giving you a natural finish on your brows. I normally apply soap on my spoolie brush, a normal bar soap. I normally use that to make my eyebrow hairs lay on the skin, and this will even make them more natural. So it's like they are held to the direction that I want them to be held. You can see the difference. This one, the eyebrow hairs are following this direction as much as I tried to move them upwards, but now on this brow, the soap has held the brow hairs. And you can even use Eco Styler gel or any other styling gel that you have. So I'm repeating the same process on this eye. So next I'm going to use my concealer to define the eyebrows and to clean them up so that they can look more pretty. And this is a legal concealer in the shade Fawn. And what I normally do is apply the concealer on at the back of my hand. As I told you guys, this spoolie brush has 2 sides. So there's this and there is this side. So this is what we are going to use at this point, the angled side. And I'm going to apply some concealer on that brush, and I'm applying the concealer on both sides. Don't use the brush when it's straight like this. Let it lie on your skin. So I'm going to use this side of this brush to clean or to define the eyebrows with concealer. And for this process, you have to be very patient and very careful. For the upper part, I normally recommend you use your foundation or a concealer that is your skin shade, so that it won't give you a hard time blending it. You can use this brush, but you would have to wipe off this concealer that you've used first, or you can use a different brush, which is the second brush that I'm going to be talking about, the concealer brush. Use this on the upper part, and also this is also going to help us blend off this concealer. For the upper part of my eyebrow, I'll be using my foundation. This is the Elegant Illuminating Foundation in the shade Toast. Just make sure that you're putting the foundation or the concealer on both sides of the brush and just pressing the brush on your hand like this to kind of flatten it out so that it will be easier to use. And then we are going to use this for the top part of the eyebrows. Defining the brows with concealer is just what makes the eyebrows pop and what makes the eyebrows look good. I'll start by blending this foundation on the top part of my eyebrow. You can even use your finger, like blending is not such a hard thing. You can use your finger and just tap the product. Tap it, tap it, tap it. You're also going to use the same brush to blend out the concealer at the bottom part of the eyebrow. You guys can see how these eyebrows are popping just by using these two brushes. So this will totally change your eyebrow game. And you can always go back to brushing till you get this faded effect at the front. So we are now going to use the concealer that we used for this bottom part, and we are going to apply it with this concealer brush on the lids to prepare the lids for eyeshadow. To blend this out, you're going to use a beauty blender, which is a very important tool in makeup application. It's one of those things you should never miss in your makeup collection or your makeup kit, because it just does a lot of things. You can use it to blend foundation, you can use it to apply setting powder, you can use it to blend concealer. It has so many uses. Just tap the concealer, it's like you're pushing it into the eye as you blend out to make sure you have an even finish and a good base for eyeshadow application. Next, we are going to use an eyeshadow brush. This is how it looks. It's like a blending brush, and we are going to use that to apply eyeshadow and also to blend out. So this is the only brush we are going to be using for eyeshadow. I'm going to be applying this burgundy shade over here on my eyes. So the first thing is just apply the color to your brush. Tap that color to the areas that you want. Notice I'm just first tapping and packing it. I'm not blending out, I am packing it to get the maximum pigment of this eyeshadow shade. I'll repeat the same process for this other eye. So we are going to use this same brush to blend out the eyeshadow. So what you do is take a wet wipe or a dry tissue or both. For me, I'm just using a wet wipe first, just to clean the brush, to make sure that we are not going to have that color we've used on the brush. And after using the wet wipe, I'm drying it on a dry tissue, and we will be using this shade over here to blend out the eyeshadow. And you can also use a powder, your face powder, for this step. And you're going to pack that on the brow bone like this and under the eyebrow. and then use it to blend. So you just use small circular motions at the edge of the eyeshadow, not the whole entire eyeshadow. You're just blending the edge of that eyeshadow to give you a smooth finish. And you can see the difference. This one is harsh, this one is smooth and blended out. You guys can see how the eyeshadow is well blended out. So also you can use the concealer brush that we used to apply shimmer eyeshadow shades, those shiny colors. You can use this concealer brush to pack them. So literally the two brushes you need for eyeshadow are this: a blending brush which you use to apply and blend out matte shades, and this concealer brush to apply shimmer shades. I won't be using shimmer shades because I'm just doing a one colored eyeshadow look. I'm going to apply mascara on my eyelashes. So I'm going to finish up with the eyes, do my waterline, my under eyes, and pop in my lashes, and I'll be back. My eyes are done. Next I'm going to be doing my foundation, and the brush that we are going to be using is this foundation brush, flat foundation brush, and we are going to just apply the foundation on the skin. I always avoid pumping the foundation directly to my brush to avoid staining the brush, because if I do that it becomes so hard to clean my brush. So I just apply the foundation directly on my skin, or use a smaller brush to apply it, and then just blend it out with the foundation brush. So just tap the foundation into the skin. You just blend till you get the kind of finish that you want, and if you want more product you can add, and just continue blending. And you can even use a beauty blender if you are not so comfortable using a foundation brush, but I find that a foundation brush gives me more coverage. I'm then taking my beauty blender and using it to blend out especially my forehead. So even after applying foundation with a foundation brush, I always go back to blend out with my beauty blender so that it can soak up any excess product and give me a nice beautiful finish. And yeah, always remember to blend your foundation towards your jawline. Next, I'm going to highlight my face. I'll be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. And I'm just going to apply this under my eyes to brighten up that area, my nose. I'm now going to blend it out with my beauty blender. So I just tap it till I am satisfied with the blend. You make sure there is no harsh lines, so you just blend it and take your time blending. Also, don't use a lot of concealer, because the more product you use, the harder it is to blend. Even when using foundation, the more foundation you apply, the harder it is to blend it out. So if you want a lot of coverage, just go with a bit of foundation and build it up instead of applying a lot of foundation at once. So you can see how this beauty blender has blended out everything together and we have no harsh lines. This is a very important tool in your makeup kit. Next, I'm going to use this banana powder, and we are going to use it to set the concealer. So that's the powder, and I'm just pushing it into the skin. This is the final brush that I'm going to be using. It's a powder brush, and I'm going to be using it to dust off this setting powder, apply my face powder, contour, and apply blush. So it's gonna serve all those purposes. So first I'm going to contour, and I'm using a legal powder in the shade Toffee. Then use the same illegal powder but in the shade Classic Tan. Apply it on all the other areas of my face, and also to dust off the setting powder. So I'm using the same brush. I'm using the concealer brush for my lipstick as well, because I'm applying blush as lipstick. So many things you can do with this concealer brush. I'm then going to add a gloss. This is the e.l.f. gloss from the Modern Metals collection. To apply highlighter, I'm going to use the same eyeshadow brush that I had used, and I'm using this e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Apricot Glow. This is our final look, and we were able to create this using only these 5 brushes and a beauty blender. So you guys don't really need to break your bank or go out of your budget to get a whole collection of brushes. You can actually just get these essential 5 brushes and a beauty blender, and you can be able to play around them and use them to achieve as many different makeup looks as you want. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys had as much fun as I did creating this look. And the good news is that this whole set, the 5 brushes beauty blender, are actually available at my online store. It's called The Glam Store. I'm going to leave a link down below, and they come with a complimentary makeup bag at only 1500 Kenyan shillings. So you can go ahead, click on the link, and order the brushes. Also, if you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Also, give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment at the comment section below. If you're not following me on Instagram, my link is also down below, same as my Facebook link. Yeah, it would be amazing to connect with you guys on those platforms. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.